Hey guys, welcome back to Insight Tennis Tour Stroke Series. My name is Rick Oldroyd. I'm the president and founder of Insight Tennis, also the head pro, and today I want to talk a little bit more about the backhand. I did a video the other day. We've got a lot of great feedback from all over the world on the backhand and the importance of hitting out through the ball. There's a lot of misconceptions and myths out there that I want to brush up the back of the ball or I want a vertical swing and so forth. This just simply does not happen at the tour level, and if you go watch the best players in the world, namely Federer and Wawrinka on the one-hand or backhand, you're going to see it very, very clearly. But what I want to talk about today is something else that I feel and is very, very important and is not talked about very often, and that is the use of the left hand in the one-handed backhand. So I want to demonstrate a couple of things first of all, and I'm going to show you to the camera initially. I advocate on the backhand basically the index knuckle on top of the racket and just inside the pad of the hand on top of the racket. I don't necessarily advocate knuckles straight at the camera like this per se, but just slightly bent, so this knuckle is a little bit higher than this one. Okay, that to me is pretty much the perfect backhand grip right there. And so that's what I want to start with. The second thing that I want to look at is when I'm ready to hit the ball, I'm going to have my left hand on the throat of the racket, and then when the ball is coming, what I'm going to do is I'm taking my racket back to this position right here initially, and then as the ball comes off the ground, I'm going to continue it back farther, and obviously it's going to drop down into position as I step into the ball, and as I'm going to come around and rotate back to contact. That's my contact point here. Good extension out through the ball and a nice finish. So what we want to talk about today is the importance of the left hand. I see at the club levels and the recreational levels far too often players are letting go with the left hand too early. Okay, so I'll give you an example. They're taking the racket back like this, and they got a good shoulder turn, everything looks really good, but they get to here and they get about to here and they're letting go with their left hand. And they're letting go and then trying to swing from there. If you watch the best players in the world, and again, the best two-handed backhand or one-handed backhands in the world, in my opinion, is Roger Federer and Stan Wawrinka. Tommy Haas's got a great one-hander. Obviously, Gasquet's got a great one-hander. But what you're going to see with every single one of them is they hold on to the throat of the racket till the last second and stabilize the racket. So let me show you what I mean. So looking at it from the side, I've got my initial unit turn here, but as I'm stepping into the ball, I'm going to be taking the racket back farther, right, as I step into the ball. And when I bring my racket down, watch what happens here. I'm going to get clear down to this position. I still have a hold of that racket with my left hand, clear down here. And right there is where I let go. As I start my initial rotation back and my swing back to contact and rotate back to contact, that's where I'm letting go. And then I want that good extension out through the ball and finish. Okay? This is really a critical element of having a great one-hander because it stabilizes the racket before the swing to contact. Okay? So the next time you're out there, think about holding that position a little bit longer. Hold that left hand all the way down to here before you let go to go into the swing to contact. So again, good unit turn to start off. I'm going to be timing the ball coming off the ground. As the ball's coming off the ground, I'm going to continue taking my racket back and I'm going to step in. As I do so, I drop my hands down like this, and my racket should pretty much be in this position at this point. As I'm going to start to come back to contact, this is where I let go. Right there is where I let go with my left hand. This stabilizes my racket as I rotate back to contact, and there is a rotation there, okay? From here I'm coming and there's a slight rotation back to contact, and then I want good extension out through the ball and finish up here. And a lot of times you'll see the racket kind of flip like this, and people think that happened at impact, but we talked about that in another video. So again, the importance and the thing I want you to take away from this video is the importance of that left hand, stabilizing the racket going back, but also holding it all the way down to here so that it's stabilized and lined up to be ready to release back to contact. So one more time. Good unit turn, ball's coming off the ground. I'm going to time that coming off the ground, step in, and I'm going to get clear down to here before I let go. From here, I'm going to let go with that left hand. I'm starting to rotate back to contact, as you can see. And once I get to contact, which is here, then I'm going to have that good extension out through the ball, out to my target. Plenty of spin because I'm going from slightly below the ball, above it, finishing above it, and I have a nice finish right here. So once again, here, boom. That's kind of what I want it to look like. So again, keep that left hand on the racket. It's a critical element to stabilize that racket before you swing to contact. It's going to help that one-hander be a lot more consistent. It gives you also a really good coil and a really good body coil and power position before the swing to contact, which is also a very, very important element to the one-handed backhand. So guys, hopefully that's going to be helpful for you. If you like the video, click the link below and subscribe to the channel. Visit our website at insighttennis.com. Also, we will be doing a course. We just finished a course on the forehand mastery training course. I will put the link below this video, but we're also going to do one for the one-handed backhand and also the two-handed backhand. So be watching for those to come out. If you are interested in finding out the launch dates and when that's going to happen, feel free to email me at rick@insighttennis.com, and I'll be happy to let you know what's coming out and when, so you can take advantage of those promotions. But we just finished the one on the forehand. We will be doing one on the backhand as well, and this is designed to give you all of the biomechanics of the best players in the world. So you're going to have a very, very good understanding of exactly what they're doing, and more importantly, what they're not doing, so that you can go out and emulate that. There'll be some drills to help you to develop those skills, as well as talking about the biomechanics and some lessons around that. So watch for that. Again, guys, appreciate everybody all over the world, all the great feedback, all the great support. Visit the website at Insight Tennis and send any comments or questions to Rick@Insight Tennis. Appreciate your time, guys, as always. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time out on the court.